The future just rolled into Punggol, and it doesn't need a driver. Yes, the first ever autonomous shuttle route in the area has officially opened for community rides, and selected residents are already getting a real-life taste of what Singapore public transport might look like next. On the 12th of January, the Land Transport Authority, or LTA, announced that the new autonomous vehicle shuttle route in Punggol has started operating community rides. This is the first phase of the project, meaning the shuttle service is not fully open to everyone yet. Instead, selected community members will be invited to hop on board, experience the ride, and share feedback. So what's the goal here? LTA says this community ride phase is meant to fine-tune the service before it's rolled out to the wider public. And just as important, it also helps the safety operators practice the full set of procedures for carrying passengers. Because even though the shuttle is autonomous, it's not completely hands-off. Trained safety operators will still be on board during these rides to make sure everything runs smoothly and to step in if needed. So in simple terms, it's like testing the future, but with supervision. Now here's where it gets interesting. LTA revealed that residents in Punggol are not just curious, many are actually supportive. In a survey conducted last year involving 900 residents, about 80% supported developing autonomous vehicles to improve connectivity in the area. And 75% of them said they were comfortable with the idea of riding in an autonomous vehicle. That's a pretty big deal, because trust is the biggest hurdle for driverless transport. But of course, public reaction online has been mixed. Many netizens were excited, some saying they can't wait to try it. But others immediately raised very practical questions. One person asked, "How much will the fare be?" Another wondered if there will be an app for the shuttle service. And then there were those focusing on safety. One netizen pointed out an issue, saying the autonomous vehicle did not seem to slow down when going over a road hump. That's the kind of on-the-ground feedback LTA is likely looking for during this phase. Interestingly, one commenter even brought up overseas data. They claimed that based on information from Waymo in the United States, self-driving cars are said to be at least 80% safer than human drivers. Whether that holds true, that's still something Singapore has to prove on local roads, in local conditions, with local driving behavior. But make no mistake, this isn't just some gimmick. This project is part of Singapore's bigger push towards smart mobility. If successful, autonomous shuttles could reduce reliance on private cars and improve first-mile and last-mile travel, especially in newer estates like Punggol. And LTA says this current community ride phase is only the beginning. They are aiming to open these shuttle rides to the wider public within the next 2 to 3 months, after they review feedback and make improvements. So the question now is not whether autonomous transport is coming. It's how fast Singaporeans are ready to accept it. Would you personally take an autonomous shuttle? No driver, just technology, if it could get you where you need faster and more conveniently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more stories that break down the biggest changes happening across Singapore, from transport to tech to everyday life, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to 2230.